at your box rec, right? First of all, how you doing, man? I mean, I see that we set something up yesterday, but then I seen that you had like your girlfriend's birthday. Then I seen the picture. I'm like, oh, he couldn't have missed that. So tell me, how's everything?
Yeah, I mean everything's good. Just getting back to the family, getting back to my girlfriend. I was gone for 8 weeks, but finally back home. So it feels good. And yesterday was her birthday, so she had some stuff planned out. Well, I had the dinner planned out, but she had something else before with her friends. So I was like, okay, let me move it.
So, coming off of this win, like, how does it feel, man? Obviously, this is like the revenge of like, your first fight.
It feels good that it feels really good that like all the adjustments I made, it showed. And that just it's very exciting because I feel like I still have more adjustments that I want to keep making. Like there's still much more where I can see where I can get better. So it's a good feeling.
Um, a lot of a lot of people seen that you was like a big gentleman as far as telling Chris, hey, keep the 50K. You know, um, as far as that moment is concerned, what was going through your mind as far as you being so generous?
Boxing is tough, bro. This is a hard sport. And one day we're up and the next day we down, and the money part hard too. You know, I believe God's gonna bless me with more. So I said, just keep it. Fuck it.
Right, right. So, leading into this fight, you didn't have Jose Benavides in your main corner, but he was in the corner, right?
Yeah.
What was the adjustment? I know he's still your manager, but like, what was the adjustment that why you made that adjustment?
Um, I guess we kind of just, I needed another man, and he was gonna be at the fight, so I was like, just jump
Bigger
in.
team.
Yeah, wasn't like nothing really that, you know, wasn't. Yeah, it was more. I just needed somebody there, and he was there, so it worked out.
Yeah, you could tell you guys have a great mutual respect for each other. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, I got a lot of respect for that guy. Even though we were bumping heads and all that, I've never like disrespected him in any kind of way. So I mean, he gave me this opportunity. He shed the light on me. So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. So, you know, I gotta, I want to show him some kind of respect.
So, Ryan, you're in your 15th fight. How many amateur fights did you have? I remember watching you all the way from like watching sparring clips of you dropping Teofimo Lopez.
That
And-
wasn't me in the sparring clips.
No?
No,
Oh, okay, okay. So,
no. I all I said is I dropped Teofimo Lopez, but it was with the body shot. I never, and that guy was like a right-handed fighter, I believe, and I never posted no video. I never did that. That's not me.
that's lit. That's lit. Um,
People
but
running with it though, but nobody even asked me. I would realize like I think people think I posted that, and that's me.
wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, um, anyway, right? Talk to me as far as your amateur background is concerned. You know what I'm saying? And leading up to like when you met Jose Benavides, like what was that all about?
Well, I'm up here in the Northwest, in Seattle. Um, there's not much boxing up here, but I started boxing when I was 10. I had my first. I was 10, about to turn 11. Um, I had my first amateur fight when I was like 11. I only had 50 amateur fights. I lost five. I stopped like 20 of the kids. But I was like, my parents had a little bit of money, like, so they couldn't take me to no tournaments. But I was tuned in. Like I was tuned in. I was watching Shakur. I was watching all these people who were at the top, and I was like, one day I'm gonna fight these guys. My dad was like, "You're gonna fight them in the pros." So I was tuned in. But I went to one tournament when I was young. I was 13 years old when I met Floyd Mayweather in Vegas. But they kicked me out because I wasn't a I wasn't from the states, so they didn't. So that hurt me. I was like, okay, but my dad was like, don't worry about it. You're gonna be worth more when you box here because you from Mexico. You're gonna have all the country behind you. He's like, just keep working and you're gonna be one of the best one day. And that's what I did, and I just knew my time would come in the pros.
And
And I think,
you're fluent in both, right? In
yeah,
both.
yeah, 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 yeah. I'm Mexican. I'm a real Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
So, leading up to, I heard like a unique story as far as you leading up to meeting Benavidez and Jose,
Okay, yeah. He,
sleeping in the car type deal and just taking you
yeah,
in.
yeah. Okay, here we go. So he was in Portland, like the Portland area. So that's 3 hours from here. So I was hot up here, but I had no eyes. There's nobody looking at me. I had a mutual friend. His name's Isaac Tadeo. Shout out to him. He was he got a chance to train with Benavides years ago. Like when he was, this was like way years ago. But he was, his time came to an end. Whatever. He doesn't fight no more. But he had his number still. Senior never changed his number. So he kept calling Senior, like bugging him about me, like, "Hey, I have this kid. I have this kid. He's real good." And when we finally seen that he was here, Senior was kind of like, "Man, let me just check this guy out." Fuck it. So we drove out there, and and I stayed across the street from David and them, like in a hotel. But it was interesting because he was like, "Dog, this kid, like, he's like he trains hard, but like." I know we never thought that far. He's like, "Where are you gonna stay?" Like, like my parents didn't have money to leave me in a freaking hotel, you know. So then we're driving. We're about to drive back. We're all kind of bummed out. Like, damn, what's gonna, like it sucks. So, but we stop at the grocery store. My mom, shout out to her too. She's very, she's a hustler, bro. She's that Mexican mom that's gonna get it. Like, find a way, talk to people, like. So she's in the like veggie section, and she's there's a lady there, some also a Latina, and they get into a conversation. Anyways, my mom goes, "By any chance, do you know anyone who's renting a room?" And the lady goes, "Actually, I do, my friend, whatever." Long story short, you know, I'm staying at somebody's house, like on the air mattress, on the air mattress. And the lady goes, "Oh, my son, I have a son here, cool." I thought like her son was my age probably. But I mean, which they were great people. But I mean, he was like a 30-year-old fresh out of prison, like, blasted tattoos everywhere, and I was in an area like that. So I mean, I was like, cool, whatever. Like, I would just come train, sleep. But like on the air mattress, like, you know, and David and Junior, I clicked really good with them, and then they kind of saw my situation, so they were like, man, David was like, just come on in and sleep on my living room because he had an apartment at the time.
Hmm.
Yeah, so then, he brought me in, and it was kind of like, that was all she wrote after that.
That's lit.
Yeah.
That's lit. So, I mean, you're 24 years old now, and this win was big for you. I mean, this was obviously the biggest win of your career. Now, like I said before, right? Going into your box rec, watching like, you're a big puncher. You know what I'm saying? And you just clarified that in the amateurs you stopped like 20 people.
Mhm.
So, looking in your box rec, um, first two fights go the distance. You know what stages were you in boxing at
They
at
were, yeah, there were huge stages. Okay, so I hadn't fought in the amateurs a year prior, and I was just in camp. I was doing long camps with Senior. He was trying to give me the experience, and so it was so new to me, and I couldn't. It took me a bit to adjust, and the pressure and all that. And also I was fighting. I was weighing 128. You know, and I'm like 5'10", so I think that was like kind of killing me. Then I think the third fight in Dallas, Earl Spence versus Mikey Garcia,
Christian
card.
Valdez.
Yeah, that was at the Mikey Garcia, Earl Spence undercard in Dallas. The guy came in heavy. He came in heavy, so I was able to eat. I was able to eat and just weigh whatever, and I stopped him. And I think after that, I moved up
Even that
to
one lasted the fourth round until
yeah,
the stoppage.
yep. But then I started kind of like catching a groove and stuff like that.
So then you come off, probably one of the bigger wins. Would you have to say is Francisco Vargas
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I know. I would say
as far as the
Austin
KO?
Austin Dulé was a great victory for me because that's when Al signed me.
Okay, so how was that? Talk to me about that situation.
Um, so now I'm like I got like 10 fights in, and nobody wanted to sign me. I guess you could say like I want at the time I wanted to sign with I think I was like Samson, because
Okay.
David was with Samson, but he was kind of like I don't know, and then, everything happens for a reason. That's where I learned to be patient. I knock Austin Dulé. It's a great fight. You guys get a chance, check it out.
Hmm.
Then Al Heyman reached out like, and signed me, and I'm glad nobody wanted to sign me because I ended up with the best. I ended up with who I dreamed to be signed with. You
Yeah,
know, so that was big for me.
that's awesome. And when it comes down to the lightweight division on box rate, they got you in the top 19 now. Um, and this situation, this fight right here, let's go in further into your career before we get into like what just happened, right? So now you come in and you're on the David card with Caleb Plant. You're fighting Edwin de los Santos. You knock him down and then he gets right back up,
Yeah.
stops you in the third round.
Hmm.
Um, Talk to me about that situation.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're like the Mexican prospect that everyone's like looking forward to repping you, and that
Yep.
happened.
Yep. No, no, gotta take my hat off to that guy. But people make mistakes, and I feel like, I was just, didn't take the fight too seriously. Well, I did take the fight serious, but like, I could have been always better. Um, Edwin de los Santos was they gave me him 3 days before the fight. At the time nobody knew who he was. I watched zero film of him. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know, you know what I'm
Late,
saying?
late replacement.
He was a late replacement.
Okay.
I had no clue who he was. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, nothing. I was like at the weigh-ins kind of thing. Like, oh, this is the guy you're fighting. All right. I'm never gonna turn down a fight. I didn't use my feet that fight. I didn't shuffle back. You know what I'm saying? I was being arrogant. Just which things that I went back and I fixed. But you know, he shot straight forward and got me with a good shot. And I wasn't moving my head. I was standing up tall, and I paid the price. But he took the victory with the price too. He was dropped, and he got the best out of me.
How much does the rematch mean to you?
I feel like it means a lot to me. I feel like that would be a great comeback story, and that's a fight that's definitely gonna happen.
Um, do you feel like you know what adjustments that you need to make? As far as going into a rematch with Edwin.
Yeah, yeah. Now I got film. Now I can watch fights like him versus Shakur Stevenson. I would be real prepared for that fight.
Wow, 3 days before the fight, that goes to tell you what type of caliber of fighter that you are. Um, but nevertheless, you know, and as far as when watching that fight with Shakur Stevenson leading up to it, did you feel like, hey, that was gonna be a tougher fight for Shakur?
Yeah, I knew it would be a hard fight for him, but I knew he would win. But Edwin Edwin did, I guess, what he could. You know,
Right, right.
Shakur, I mean, he just don't. I realized Edwin doesn't know how to cut the corner.
Hmm.
It's like he would follow him, but then like kind of like one, two, he'll step up to him up to like three steps, and then if he didn't catch him, then he'll reset, he'll reset, he'll reset, he'll reset, he'll reset. You can't reset with a guy like Shakur Stevenson. You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta catch him. You know what I'm saying? If I fight Shakur Stevenson, I would catch him. Like, as in, like, I would close the distance and let my hands go and cut the corner. You know what I'm saying? So I realized this guy doesn't know how to cut corner, but he did good. Shakur is a hell of a fighter and moves great.
Right. So then, no, now I got it wrong. That was a different card. Now the Caleb Plant and
Yeah, that
David
was
Benavidez.
yeah, that was Andy Reese versus Ortiz.
Yep, that's what it was. Yep. So that fight, that fight messed up my whole parlay, brother. I ain't gonna hold you. I had a 6-piece parlay. I had money on you and by the KO and by the decision, and I couldn't believe the situation that was happening. I felt the way you felt. I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of felt the same way you felt. I was like,
Mhm.
what?
Yeah, a lot of people felt like that.
So now you get your revenge from him, and you know, talk to me. He talks about a rematch. You speak upon. There's no need for one. And obviously boxing sometimes it comes with, I know the situation that you're in, that you said that was a WBA title eliminator.
Hmm.
So obviously that's for the Gervonta Tank Davis. um but say if is that a final that there might be a final eliminator after that, right?
I don't know yet. I haven't talked to my team about anything.
Mm.
They were like, just enjoy it. I've been gone for a minute. So they're like, just enjoy the vacation and the holidays, and we'll get back, we'll talk.
We'll throw the names at you.
Yeah.
Okay. So say if there is a final eliminator, and you got guys, and I like that you spoke upon one the top guy. You wanted to see where your level is at, and you want to fight the best. So you called out Tank.
Hmm.
Um, you know, what do you think about a fight with you and Tank? As far as what do you think you could do differently that you've seen in other opponents? Did you spar Rolly?
Aspar Rolly.
Okay, okay. So you kind of know where he's at. Uh, so talk to me. What do you see in that fight with
I
you and
just feel
Tank?
um I just feel like, well, first and foremost, I'll be the best preparation I would do. I would probably go to Big Bear, kind of prepare in high elevation. Work a lot of strength in my legs, like have a stronger base, stuff like that. But as far as boxing, like I'll fight him a little smarter. Like, I wouldn't jump in to shots like Ryan Garcia and Rolly jumped in. You know what I'm saying? I would use my jab. Like, I will make it a real boxing match. And and then I got power like in both hands. So you can never sleep on that. And it's not like he doesn't get hit. Hector Garcia was kind of touching bit. Like, and he's a lefty. He's a lefty like me. You watched that fight before he got stopped. So I think it's possible. Now when I want to be great, and how better of a comeback story than beating Tank the best. So
So do you believe that you will outbox Tank or
no,
out knock out Tank?
I think I can knock him out, but I think it's like you don't just go out there and knock him out, right? You gotta set it up.
Correct. Correct. Uh, his team, Coach Kenny Ellis, they believe that they'll get you out of there in 3 rounds. I was gonna actually send you the message on that. Do you think if that was the case that Tank would come and press you the action? Does that make you a better fighter when someone comes at you?
The thing is, yeah, I would be ready. He wouldn't come press me. He wouldn't come press me. He got When you in there with a guy who cracks, you know what I'm saying? This is a fight and you're gonna be smart. You know what I'm saying? He I mean, we'll see. We have to wait and see. You know, hopefully the fight gets done. I'm already getting pumped, man. You got me wanting to go run.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna send you the video as well to get you even more pumped.
Yeah.
Um, but no, because I loved it when I was like, oh wow, Ryu is he has a shot for that, and I was thinking, I was like, what possible if he can't get a Tank Davis fight,
Mm.
who would they be in line for a final eliminator?
There's
Around.
so many great fights. You know, there's
Hmm.
so many great fights. Of-
Say we keep it PBC.
I mean, you gotta look at Frank Martin. You gotta look at Frank Martin, a hell of a fighter too.
What do you
You
think
got.
about him?
I think he's good. I
What do you
think.
think about his last performance as well?
Which was his last fight?
He fought Artem. He was like a guy from out of the country.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He couldn't stop him,
No,
right?
no, he couldn't stop him. He hurt him.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that fight again. Yeah, I do
He
remember
dropped him.
that
He
fight.
dropped him in the body one shot.
Yeah, but I think he was struggling with him a bit.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it would be a hell of a good fight. He's just he's up there and I'm up there, so it would be a good fight. I believe I would win. I believe I could stop him too.
You think you can stop Frank Martin?
I think so. I don't think he's ever been tested, like
No.
hit. He's never been really hit.
So like a Michelle Rivera wasn't like a test for him. That you don't think that was like a test for him?
Yeah, I mean that was like a yeah, that was a good test. I would say you're right, but I believe I'm a lot different than Michelle Rivera. Michelle Rivera, I think he was just had like his right hand, like he's kind of like I don't know, he's kind of one dimensional.
Mm.
I'm gonna touch your body, touch you upstairs, touch you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a little bit of everything.
So, like, where did your confidence build? Like, because did you fight any like big names in the amateurs that people know about, or was it that type of sparring that you've been getting, in the pros?
Yeah, for sure. I would say for sure the sparring. I've been in there with like everybody. I feel like with real good guys, and I hold my own, and I beat a lot of guys up. And they tell me themselves like you're gonna be a world champion. You like but I would say that I train hard. Like I train really hard. Like I took it on myself to take my new team to Riverside, and then took it upon myself to rent a car on the weekends and drive up to Big Bear every weekend. Like I don't have to do that, but I work hard.
Before getting knocked out by Edwin, talk to me. Did you feel like you had a strong chin? Because a lot of people like to underrate fighters off of, getting caught with a big puncher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he I feel like I do have a chin, but he hit me
I
a
heard he
couple.
punches.
He hit me a couple times and the motherfucker cracks. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it was a good learning experience for me, and also like I said, like I wasn't making adjustments. I was fighting one dimensional. Like that's not me. I had to do what was best for me and my style, and I feel like now I'm doing that, and it's showing.
And
And
then,
I want
no, go ahead, go
and
ahead.
and I want to keep with this like flow I'm in. I want to keep getting better, and yeah.
So, do you think like in a rematch with Edwin, you would go for the knockout? You would,
Yeah, yeah, of course. I
because you
come
already showed that you could hurt him as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we know he can be hurt too.
Yeah.
Um, I like to give people good shows. Like that's when I grew up watching fights like Manny Pacquiao. Like this dude, like I was blown like out of my mind. Like I couldn't believe and that's kind of the fighter I want to be. All exciting.
And then when it comes to Frank Martin, you did say that you would stop him, but like, do you feel like he opposes any type of a test for you? You
Yeah,
know,
for sure. I mean, he's real composed and he has his high guard. But but I feel like he kind of like he's real tight, you know, and I feel like his punches, like if I like feigning him would like I feel like would be a great that alone, and then just like jabbing, coming around, like I feel like I don't know, just my style would kind of be would be a lot, but I would have to be cautious, you know.
Okay, why? Because you believe he also has
I
good
believe
punching
he
power.
I believe he has power too, but yeah,
What do you think if PBC tried to put you in there with Cruz,
that would be a
Isaac
good fight too.
Isaac Cruz?
That would be I would love that fight. I would love that fight. I would love that fight because I've been wanting to fight him, but he didn't want to fight me before. So the press conference when I fought Edwin De Los Santos, he was on there too, and he said that I I had already knocked out Bandido Vargas, and all he had to was a loss to Tank, and he said I didn't have the like the resume to fight him. But what do you mean? I knocked out Vargas in the first round. You went all 12 rounds with Vargas. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing you got on your record is a loss to Tank. You know what I'm saying? And that's all he talks about, Tank and his loss. You know, like so I don't know. And when I got knocked out with Tank, when I got knocked out by Edwin, I believe his team want to go through some flags on my family. You know what I'm saying? So now so I got that, and I want to get him for that.
Mm, mm.
You
So
know?
you believe you would knock him out as well?
Yeah, because it would turn into a fight, and you know, if I believe if I hit you, I'm gonna hurt you, and then I'm gonna try to finish you.
Mm,
You know,
mm.
it would be a good Mexican fight. It would be a good Mexican versus Mexican fight. You know, I'll be on my toes. I'll use my jab a lot, throw combinations. Again, I love this Big Bird thing because it gives me like a third lung, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would do something like that so I wouldn't get tired, and it just bounce on my feet, pop, 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 bounce, bounce back, like Oscar De La Hoya kind of. You know, I would watch a lot of Oscar De La Hoya probably. You know, and it would just be a great Mexican versus Mexican fight. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. I think so too, man. What did you think about his performance with Giovanni Cabrera? Like, you think that that's a performance that kind of makes you want to expose a guy like Pitbull?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm better than Gio. I think I probably hit harder, and I use my jab. I keep my hands up more. I got more like more movement in my waist. I think, and he didn't look that good to me. Like he was like smacking him with the jab, like kind of getting out the way fairly easy. Like
Yeah,
you should have stopped this guy. You know what I'm saying? You should have stopped this guy to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? So I think I didn't think he looked the best. So I think a fight with me would be great.
yeah, absolutely. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got 116 people on the live. Let's get these likes up. We got Rayo Venezuela. With the big. So, do you think like I've been telling people KO of the year possibly?
Bro, that sounds amazing. I think so too.
You know, all right. So let's walk. Let's do this right. So round one comes right. You knock him. I did some interview with my man Caleb Plant's coach Breadman. He goes,
Hmm.
Ryu just finds his timing on really quick on round one. Like he
Yeah.
just finds his timing quick.
Yep. I have a
So
friend of
talk to
mine,
me.
Isaac, the one who connected me. He tells me you have this thing. You have cold start, bro. He's like, don't. He's like, it's such a good thing. You've had it since you were little. He's like, you just come in, you're in the like, you flowing already.
Mm,
And I guess I never really thought about it, but but yeah,
yeah. So, you knock them. You do the same thing in the second fight. What goes through your mind this time around? Because the first time around, I never got to speak to you, and it seemed like you was gassing out a little bit.
yeah.
You tell me. You tell the truth. Like, what's the differences between the first fight and the second fight after knocking, Chris Colbert down in the first round?
Well, I had knocked him out with one shot in the first round.
Okay.
So, so when I went back to the corner where they were giving the 8 count, like I knew he was hurt because I put my hands on him. Like I really sat my punches in his body and his in his face. So he made it out, but I know he was way more. I knew he was way more hurt than the first time. So I was being calm. You know, I didn't want to just overdo things and stuff. So I just kept boom, 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 and then
You didn't want to Edwin de los Santos part two to happen.
exactly.
I got you. I got you. So now the second time around, you in my opinion, the conditioning looked better this time around. Was
Yeah,
it?
the conditioning, the strength and conditioning too was great. My like I said, I was been going up to Big Rear running, and I think it showed. And I was just better focused. I was back with the team I started with at home, and it was just good energy.
Right. So this time around, just looking in the scales with Chris, he didn't look as strong. Like when you could tell people they did their job in the gym.
Yeah, we put the work in.
Yeah. Did you see the same thing? First time around, the second time around, I couldn't really see his abs the second time around. You know what I mean? Are you still there, Jose?
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you went black. You want to just come out the room and come back in?
Okay, okay.
All right, cool. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. It's Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, man. And please smash the like button. It's free, man. It's free. You guys are getting great content right here, only on Mill City Boxing. Right.
There we go. My bad. Somebody had called me.
Nah, it's cool. So now you you're picking him apart, and my question was, did you see the difference in when he stepped on the scale the second time around since the first time?
Um, yeah, I couldn't really tell much of a difference though.
Okay. So um the second time around, do you feel like the urgency of wanting to fight back wasn't there?
I felt like when I hit him, I well, I knew he was scared of me. I knew he was scared of me. Like I knew he was scared of me since the first fight.
Mm.
I knew he was scared of me. Like I could feel it.
So why take the rematch?
Because I think they forced him, and it
Yeah.
showed. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to. He didn't want to, but
And the
uh,
same thing, he doesn't want a trilogy, but he just saying it.
yeah, like
He
what I'm
don't really
saying.
want it.
I, man, this dude was out cold, bro. You know what I'm saying?
NyQuil.
Uh, yeah. So when I hit him, so after I dropped him, I felt like after that he was now really like okay. I could just feel it in there like shaking, like when I don't know from the outside you can't really tell, but when you're finding somebody, you have that like you're in each other's energy, and I could just feel him like and then he was arguing with his team, and once he was doing that, I was like, I got you, like I knew it was like I had him, you know what I'm
Oh, you
saying?
knew that they were arguing live?
Yeah, yeah. He was yelling to his team like, yeah, like I got it, and I'm just out, and I was
We
letting
heard.
him do all that, but I was like, I got you. I'm gonna come up with something right now.
Wow. So you
Yeah.
so you seen what we seen. That's crazy.
Yeah, from like the inside, like he was like like yelling stuff from the side, like I got it, like or like he would like yeah, yeah, like with his hands to the side, like I hear you guys, like shut up.
Yeah. He told
you
his
know.
coach, he's like, you're nervous. You're nervous.
Yeah, I later saw that on TV.
Right. Right. So you you're southpaw, right? So you fake the right, you fake the left hand, right? And then you
Yeah,
shoot
but
the
before
right hook.
that, when he turned lefty, I think I stabbed him to the body. And I also from the beginning of the fight. When once he turned lefty, I was giving him like jabs. I hadn't really thrown too many hooks. Jabs to the face, jabs to and to the body. So when it came to that, I touched him with the left hand. I dipped a little bit, and then as soon as I seen him drop his hand, I let my right hook fly.
Mm. You land it, and then you almost let another uppercut land right after that because I don't know what was it. What was going through your mind? Is it just kill mode or something? Like what was it?
Yeah, yeah. It was just that was the next one, but
Yeah.
I didn't hit him with it. That would have been that's probably good that I didn't hit him with that.
Oh my goodness! If you did, it would have been so bad.
Yeah,
Um,
and then I turned around. I'm like, oh, he's asleep. I was like, I gotta get a pic.
Yo,
I
and
was like,
then you sat down and everybody started saying, "Yo, Ryo's a G."
yeah, I was
Yo,
like,
Ryo's a G.
I gotta get a pic with his body behind me. I was like,
Yo,
ooh.
when you can catch a body like that and take a little picture like that, that is epic. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, it
So,
turned out to be something great. So
salute to you on that, because that's been the topic of the week so far. The top of the week so far.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Um, So, when we we already talked about Tank Davis, and what do you think you have to do? As besides, if you do have to fight a title eliminator, and do you think he would fight you? Because obviously he's mentioned that he would throw away the WBA belt. Like, he didn't
Well,
want it.
no, he said he didn't want a free WBA belt.
Oh, is that what was? It free?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he if they gave it to him, like, all right, like you're next in line, like he said. I think that's what he meant. Like, he's not an email champion, I believe.
Okay. Okay. So that being said, um, I'm very, very close with the team. Why should they, pick you, over some of these other guys?
Well, like, we're being realistic. Like, the Devin Haney's, the Shakur Stevensons, they're over there. Devin's at 140 now. Like, um, Shakur Stevenson's with Top Rank. I'm with PBC. Like, I'm an in-house fighter. And I'm making noise right now, and I'm on a roll. So I feel like you know I would make the most of my opportunity.
I agree, and I feel like that's why I mentioned the Pitbull Cruz, because he fought Pitbull Cruz. There was like conversations of him and Pitbull Cruz fighting a rematch, and then what better if it was going to be a final eliminated with you and Cruz, the best Mexican win, and you can steal some of his fan base,
Yeah,
because he does
that would
have a big fan base,
that would be a great fight.
and you
Heh,
speak English, so it would help the promotion for a Tank Davis fight
Yeah,
versus the Pitbull Cruz rematch.
I like that fight, man. I like that fight. I like
And
that fight. I
yeah,
really like. And I hadn't really thought about it, to be honest. I think that would be a great. If if I can't get Tank for right now, I would take a Pitbull.
yeah, and then obviously they would probably try to see what's up with Frank Martin, you or Edwin De Los Santos and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think,
How
yeah.
if you could, so right, like if you couldn't get a Tank fight, right, would you want to get the Edwin De Los Santos rematch?
Sure, as long as for the title, I want my title shot. I earned it. I beat that guy twice. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of it for me. And as soon as I do that, me and Edwin are gonna fight.
But like, say if you can't get a title shot, like, you know what
If
I'm
I
saying?
can't get,
Yeah, if you can't get that title shot next,
yeah, I think Edwin would be good too. I think, I think that would be the fight.
even that be a title eliminator as well. Like, there's so many great options for you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I haven't talked to my team. See what Al and Al and them think. Then
What do you think about, as far as Shakur Stevenson? Obviously, he's the guy with the
he,
WBC belt.
he's a hell of a fighter. I've been watching Shakur Stevenson since I was young. Because he was always in my bracket, right, in the amateurs. But
Hmm.
I never fight him because I couldn't go to tournaments. But I knew, and he was always like the top. He was always the best, I believe.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really not aside from Tank. I feel like over, if I'm being real, I think skill for skill, like, I think he was always the best. But I feel like like I could catch him. Like, I feel like, like I said, I don't know. I just feel like I would cut the corner. Like I would put pressure on you, and I would like I'm gonna catch you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna close the distance. You know, Edwin de los Santos did like he would move up 3 steps, and then he would give up and reset. Like you
Mm,
can't give up with fighters like Shakur Stevenson. You gotta just go, go. He's not gonna hurt you. He don't got pop. Maybe he'll pop a couple pop shots, but it's like it's either that or just get out box because this kid can fucking move. You know what I'm saying? And in a
right.
fight like that, he needs a fighter that's gonna really go. You know, and I feel like to be honest, I feel like me and him are super great stylistically. You know,
Mm,
stylistically, me and Shakur, I feel like you know that'll be a good fight, and because I'm lefty as well. You know, it's different when I think it's hard. I
lefty,
think like
lefty. Yeah.
the shots open up for me. You know, the shots open up for me.
You're a
So
dangerous fighter, man. 5'10". You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of height on you. How do you feel as far as making weight in your peak? As far as how fast would you jump to 140 if the opportunity seeks itself?
um, I could do 140, but I feel like not yet. I gotta.
You're
I
making the
stayed.
weight easy.
Yeah, I'm making the way easy. I stayed in camp the 146, 147 the whole time. Like the heaviest I got was like 48. You know, and I felt just healthy. I felt good, and 40 would be like I could make 40 today. You know.
Okay, so you feel like let you spend some more time, at 35, accomplish some things, maybe some big fights, and then move up to 140. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. I think he just got a phone call. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well. This is Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. We got here Jose El Rayo Venezuela coming off of his big KO victory over Chris Colbert over the weekend, possibly knockout of the year. So if you guys didn't check that out, it was the last fight of Showtime ever. So definitely he kind of made a bang, if you know what I mean. And some people called it a Ryquel. He put a little Ryquel in there. But nevertheless, smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'm pretty sure he'll be back. Um, let's get this up to 100 likes. Yeah, that Ryquel, you know what I mean? Salute to everybody in the chat as well, man. Fernandez, El Pinksy, Broken Accords, 23, what's going on? Omar, Anthony Jones, Raymond Rumanataya, yeah, 12 threes. Yeah, he's definitely somebody to speak upon as well. A lot of they got a lot of Mexican fighters at 135, believe it or not, you know, believe it or not. Salute to everybody on the chat, man. Joshua, Furlong, what's going on? Another great interview. I appreciate you. I'm watching that live interview with Rayo. Look, everyone's hitting me up. He's back. He's back.
My bad, bro. My phone died.
Nah, you good. You good. So yeah, a lot of people in the chat really giving you a lot of compliments, man, upon that big performance that you did. I mean, what have you been feeling it? I see that you went on Instagram live yesterday. What I mean, have you been feeling the love or what?
Oh yeah, dude. The love it's overwhelming for sure, man. I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. I'm gonna keep progressing and keep getting better, man. To keep you guys more knockouts like those.
Mm. So other names in the division too. You got Raymond Morataya. What do you think about him in the as a future opponent?
Yeah, he's a great fighter. I think he's real deal too. I think he don't get enough credit. I think they gotta talk about this guy. I think Like he's over there at top rank. Why I don't never hear nobody talk about this guy at top rank. Shakur, none of these guys. So I think if I was Ray Murataya, I would fight like a Keyshawn Davis or a Shakur Stevenson. So to get like a Shakur Stevenson,
Oh, okay.
or like not, I think he's ready for him now. But if you want to make a buzz and you want to,
You think Bob would do that?
why not?
It's fire, and I like
Why
it. I
why
like it.
not, bro? Why
I
not?
like
Like,
it.
why are we
I
taking?
like it.
I think he's worth more than a Keyshawn Davis. Cash,
Mm.
cash him in. You know.
Mm. I
I
like
mean,
it.
honestly, like he's more exciting. He comes forward. He knocks people out. He's gonna have a bigger fan base. I believe, and or let I'm not best man win.
Hmm.
Best man win.
The common word in the chat today is Ryquill. um, what do you think about as far as Andy Cruz, that prospect, coming up into the division? What do you think about his skills?
I haven't got chance to watch too much of him. If I'm being honest with you, I just know he beat Keyshawn Davis, and I think he had a good performance this last not too long ago on the zone.
Hmm.
So I'll have to just watch him a little bit, watch his fights a little bit more. But I hear he's good. He got a great coach. I think he's with Boots and his dad.
Yep, Bozy.
Yeah, I think Bosey's he's a hell of a coach. I'll be listening to his him speak sometimes, and I'm like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. So
Exactly. Um, what do as far as some of the guys that some of the highest level guys that you've been able to share the ring with in sparring? What are those names?
I got a chance to get in there with Mikey Garcia. His last camp.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he hit me with the body shot. I've never felt a body shot like that.
So, for Sandor Martin,
Huh?
for Sandor Martin,
Who?
that you did his camp for Sandor Martin when
For
he
no,
fought.
no, no,
When,
no. I did my camp in Riverside in their gym, and he pulled up like he'll pull up to spar with the young guys just to get in there, sweat
to
a
get in
little
shape.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got a chance to go in there. He wasn't, in any kind of shape, but his fucking experience and and he's good, man. And anyways, he got me with a good body shot. I made it out the ring fight. Like I bluffed it for a bit, but bro, I felt that body shot for like 5 weeks. I'm not lying. I've never got hit with no body shot like that, and I've been in there with great fighters. Like I've been there with David, like strong fighters, but you know, you can tell like he has like his motion down. He's 1-2, like real good. So it was fun being in there with him.
Right. Right. Um, anybody else?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I spar a lot of people. Yeah. But he was like one of the sparrings that was like it was cool to be in there with him because I grew up watching him, and just to like my dad's super big fan of his 1-2, and then
Yeah.
just being in there and like him letting go that 1-2, I'm just like, this is that 1-2 my dad been telling me about.
Hmm.
So yeah, that was it was fun.
As far as when you look at the 140 division, man, who do you think is the top guy out there?
Um,
You got Teo, Matias, Haney, and Rowley.
I like probably either Theo or Haney or Theo, one of the two.
Okay. You're not a Matias fan?
Oh yeah, my bad. I wasn't even thinking about him. Yeah, him too. Him too. He's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. I think they gotta get him in the mix too. I don't think they're gonna want to get in there with him though.
No.
Nah, hell,
Neither of those guys.
nah, dude, no, dude is dangerous, and they're just not gonna want to do it. Like it's gonna be kind of like when Teofimo lost. two Kimbosas, kind of thing. Like now everybody's gonna like I don't know. They're gonna take forever to fight this guy. Like I don't think they're gonna fight him.
So they think they're gonna age him out.
Yeah, they're gonna do this whole back and forth thing with each other, to like kind of bury this guy. Like as far as attention, like they're not gonna give him no attention. They're not gonna want to talk about him.
Well, they have been, but you think it's fluff?
Yeah, it's bluff. Like let's make it happen. Like was it like? There's a lot of like everybody's just pointing at each other. Like just fucking fight.
Hmm.
And I don't know what's going on, but like these group of people got to fight. They like I don't know. They're fighting guys like Combos is the great fighter, but like Combos is I don't know. Like y'all need to fight each other, but I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know why they're not happening.
Mm. Now, when it comes to like you and Tank, obviously we've seen guys like Rolly that have kind of talked their way into a fight with Tank. Do you feel like you got to do that?
Nah, nah. I just think I feel like me. I just hope they give me an opportunity. I feel like my knockout was good. I don't know if it was good enough to get a fight with Tank, but I just we with the same people. Al Heyman, I'm with Al. He's with Al. Like I don't know. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. That really talk himself into a fight. That's not. People don't like that.
People don't like that.
People don't. They're gonna want to watch you just to get knocked out. You know.
Oh, kind of like
Like
what?
they'll want to do it, but yeah, just so you can get knocked out. Like now, I want to go in there with like people believing in me.
Mm. No, I hear you. I hear you on that. Cause like you know, you don't want to be talk like you're gonna destroy him, and then next thing you know, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
uh,
he
like
just did. He did it for
like
the check.
like Chris Colbert, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, there you go. It's a great example.
What do you want like people to know about yourself, bro? That maybe outside the ring that you would like people to know about you.
Um, I mean, I'm a pretty like I don't know. Well, why don't we at what? How about I ask you a question or something? What do they want to know?
Well, people are asking, just the main question, and then you've already spoke upon it once already, is the rematch with Edwin De Los Santos.
Ah, yeah, that's gonna happen. That fight's gonna happen. That fight's gonna happen. I don't know if it's the next one or the one after that, but it's one of the two. It's gonna happen. If he's not next, he's after that. Like he's right there. It's gonna happen. My team knows that. I want him.
It just seems like, it means a lot to the fans for some reason. It's like, in boxing, that you can anything can
I
happen.
feel like even for him, it means something.
Mm.
I don't know why. Like I peeped his he's been well, he DM'd me when I lost to Chris Colbert. I don't respond because I'm not here to make friends. I'm we're gonna fight. He's just like he was showing respect. Like hey, I thought you won. Da, da, da. I'm just I'm grateful for it, but I just don't want to get a conversation with these guys. And
Because you want to make it happen again.
yeah, and I want to fight again, so I'm saving that. And then I go on my story, like I'm seeing my mentions, and this guy he's mentioning me like, oh, like let's run it back. So it's interesting to me. I'm like, that's interesting that you want to fight me again. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped, but I think that says something about my performance. I think my performance this weekend. I think it's outshining a lot of people, and they don't like that. You know,
Mm.
but that's
So
what.
so Edwin De Los Santos is willing to fight you again, and you're willing to fight him again.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the one, man. But you know, I want that title shot with Tank. That would be amazing.
Oh, of
Im-
course.
Imagine me stopping Tank, bro. Like that'd be the greatest comeback ever, you know. And I think I can. I think I can. You know, so if so if they're listening, you know, I'm a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. You know, let's put on a great show.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Um, that what other comments has he's made, as far as, you know, tapping on us or just straight in the DM.
Not like yeah, he like I sent him. He posted something like my son is gonna fight or something like that. You know, like talking shit.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I'm just like, that's like you worried about me. You know, like that's crazy because if I knocked him out, we like I wouldn't be worried about him. You know, but I
uh,
think it shows you the worth my worth as a fighter. I think and then me winning how I won this weekend, like people. You know, I think I'm outshining him still, and he still wants to. You know, I think that's why he wants some attention. So I'm all in for it, though.
why don't you send won't you send Edwin a message?
I should, huh?
You should. I'll make sure he gets it.
Hey, Edwin, I'm back. I'm back. Ya regresé, baby. Ya regresé. Hay que hacerlo otra vez.
Mm,
There you
mm.
go.
I like it. I like it. You know, the tank fight obviously is like the big one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's obviously the big one, and then you got some great candidates, coming up. So either way, you're in line for a lot of great fights. Is there anything like as far as you're concerned as far as some of the guys that you really want to fight? Is there like a hit list at all?
Um, no, not really like a hit list. I mean, of course, I want to fight Tank. Oh, just like Edwin is on. Oh, Pitbull's on the hit list too. Pitbull and Edwin are on the hit list for sure.
Mm,
And then I would love to. It would be a hard fight to make. I know because he's with Top Rank, but get in there with Shakur Stevenson, I feel like that would be fun.
he said that would be, I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Um, Anything that you would like to tell, like I said, the audience, you know what I'm saying? Anything that you like to do outside of the ring?
Outside of the ring, I like to play basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to play basketball. I'll probably go. I haven't played basketball in a long time though because I've been training, but I do miss it.
Well, well,
I'll play. I'll be go.
who's your favorite basketball player?
Um, Probably say like Kobe or Steph Curry.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, I like it. Now, why should people tune into your next fight? Besides, besides say, yo, watch my last highlight reel.
There you go. Go watch my highlight. I put on like great performances. You know, I'm gonna get you your money's worth. You know, you buy a ticket to come watch me fight or fight or you watch me on TV. You're gonna get your money's worth. I'm an exciting fighter, and that's what That's what I train to do. Give exciting shows. So
And what
thank you guys for all the support, man. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Everybody who stood behind me, and after that robbery, and we did it again. So this was for you guys.
And what's your goals and aspirations for the sport before leaving it before we end this?
Um, I want to be a world champion. I want to be a world champion and one of the best.
A certain amount of divisions, or you just want
Oh,
to be able to?
no, yeah, I want to do. I can see myself going up to like even like I don't know, like 47.
You think that's where you end your career?
I'll probably yeah, I can see myself ending at 147. I mean, I've always wanted to fight at 147. Like that was the
Who
dream.
doesn't?
Yeah, right. I think because Floyd and stuff like that, and Oscar De La Hoya, Pacquiao. 150 was never like I never thought it was a cool category for some reason, but maybe I'll end up there too.
So you just want to become like multi-division champion.
Yeah, but if I gotta become world champion, like I have to, like I got to because I wouldn't rest easy. I feel like even after I passed away, like I wouldn't rest. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
I need that strap because I've been working for this shit since I was 10.
Mm, mm.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, man, I appreciate you for tapping in right after your fight, man. God bless you, man. We'll definitely be tapping in on your next fight once you get your fight date. I'll be DMing you as well, and then we'll double back. Appreciate you, and let everybody know where they can find you, bro. As far as social media is concerned.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram as Rayo Boxing and on Twitter. I don't do too much tweeting, but I'm on there. I'll be peeping stuff sometimes. So thank you guys for all the support.
You already know, my brother. God bless you, my bro.
My man, thank you. God bless you too. Thanks for the interview.
You already know, man. Enjoy yourself.
Yep, likewise.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. This is Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. It's Mill City Boxing, always bringing you that heat, live interviews. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all for tapping in. Make sure if you leave, make sure you smash the like button before leaving, and hopefully you enjoyed this interview. I thought it was a great one. A lot of things that I learned upon Ryu itself. He's a young kid, only 24 years old. And has been battle tested. And obviously, it's about how after you get down, how do you get back up? And a lot of people in the boxing world, they don't understand. I've never been dropped, but I have seen people, friends of mine get dropped, and you could go through depression. I've seen, a buddy of mine went pro, broke his jaw, he got knocked out, and he was depressed, and he was doing medications, and he went through a whole different cycle. You know what I'm saying? So depression is definitely something there. You know what I'm saying? Um, I do believe that Ryu is a force to be reckoned with. Southpaw can box. He's around great people, and he's in the top 19 on BoxRec, which they have him. Obviously, that was a title eliminator for the WBA. Most likely, there'll probably be a final eliminator, or who knows? Maybe Tank might want to fight him. But nevertheless, regardless of the fact, it's great to see where he believes. Ryo believes that he can knock out Tank Davis, and that's great. And what I love about it is that he sees that Edwin wants the rematch. Like he sees that, and he wants to give you that rematch. You know what I'm saying? Jackie, what's going on, Jackie? Um, Jackie, God, girl. You know what I'm saying? But no, somebody requested him, and he hit me up on my DMs. Um, but definitely, sometimes people request other fighters to come get interviews with me, and sometimes I hit them up personally. But smash the like button as well, ladies and gentlemen, and subscribe to the channel. It's Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. Shout out to my chat. Shout out to everybody. Yo, smash that like button. We got over 133 people on the live, and we need over 150 likes right here. We're going to be doing an interview in 30 minutes with Gary Antoine Russell. So we had Gary Russell Jr. yesterday, the older brother, and now we're going to be having Gary Russell Jr. At 140 pounds, Antoine. So we're going to be having him on, and he's going to be discussing what he believes and what's his thoughts of what's going on in boxing today. But what I need y'all to do is really go out of your way and hit that thumbs up button, man, so we could, improve the visibility of the show, continue to give you guys great content. I appreciate all the donations. Donations are always welcome, and it's always appreciative. Always, always. I appreciate all the chat right here. You guys show all the love, and I love it, guys. Keep keep being real, y'all. Keep being real, like I said. So We just got one more like, guys. One more like. So smash that like button. But what I liked about the Mills, you're gonna cover the AJ Wilder card. Absolutely, absolutely. There we go, guys. We got 100 likes. Let's get 100 more. Let's go. Salute Broken Accord. Salute, salute, Mr. Everything, bro. You know that I like that hit when I came in, bro. I appreciate you, Mr. Everything. I appreciate y'all. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. It will be having, like I said once again, Gary Antoine Russell, um, and he'll be chopping it up over here with Mill City Boxing. Now, what y'all get into the interview? What did y'all feel about the interview? How did y'all feel about the interview? What y'all think about Ryu itself? I want to know what y'all think about Ryu himself. Do you think he's ready for a Tank Davis fight? He says he believes he can knock out Tank. Um, and do you think that he might need a Pitbull Cruz final eliminator type of a fight before jumping into a Tank Davis fight? And obviously we'll build up the fight. I think that Ryu, knowing that he knows how to speak English and Spanish, he could build his Mexican fan base by taking Pitbull Cruz's fan base and going into a Gervonta Tank Davis fight after. What y'all think about that? Shout out to Big C, the first super chat of the day. I salute you, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for putting some color in the comments. It's really appreciative, man, on this side. Much love to you. And God bless, Big C. God bless. Appreciate you. But smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen, and subscribe to the channel. Smell City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. So, what do y'all think in the comments? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is Ryu Venezuela ready for Gervonta Tank Davis fight next? Is he ready? That was a final eliminator for the WBA. So we have to keep it 100 here. Do you rather see a Pitbull Cruz and Ryu fight and let them earn that boom and make it big, because the GTD family, they like that money, so they gotta have to build that dude. Ryu got to be a star. You know what I'm saying? He got to probably headline by himself one time. And I think, what do y'all think? A Pitbull Cruz and Ryu fight could be a headliner. It could be a headliner. Or maybe today's day and age, with guys that are in the business like Amazon, will put that as a co-main event. You know what I mean? And they'll start stacking the cards up, 2015. Who knows, man? I mean, I said 2015, 2024. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't bring Shakur Stevenson? Getcha. Okay. Uh, Tank will take that fight with Ryu. Tank likes easy pickings. I don't know, man. Do you really think it's easy pickings, though? Do you think so? Do you think so? Why? Just because De Los Santos beat him? Because I think he beat Pitbull Cruz. I mean, I think he beat Chris Colbert first. You know what I mean? I think he beat Chris Colbert first. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't back in the days, Ty. What's going on, Ty? What's going on? R Breezy, what it do? What it do? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. Yo, Mills, you gotta bring Tio Senior on. Jermaine Ortiz is back on since they fighting in February. Khalid, you already know. I'm just making. I'm still waiting on Jermaine Ortiz to tell me that is a finalized. The contract is signed on both ends, and they agreed on everything and all the terms. So once that is a signed contract, and I'll be hitting up Jermaine Ortiz, and I'll even text him today. You know what I'm saying? I'll text him today and see if that contract has been brought to his attention, so that way we can get that interview, and then I'll hit up Senior as well, and we'll get this thing going. What's goody? What's goody, ladies and gentlemen? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for tapping in. the Rayo Venezuela and Mill City boxing interview. Definitely a good one. Um, but my question to y'all is like I haven't really got enough answers. Like, I've been noticing y'all don't know nobody care about the fight. Is that what it is? A Ryu and Tank fight? Nobody care? Because I want to know. I want to know. Would it be a good fight? Would it be more entertaining than a Rolly Mill City because he'd KO'd he he the type Tank is looking for. Tank will use him as a tune-up. Me personally, he should rematch the De Los Santos first, but Tank choosing him over Pitbull. Watch. Mmm. Too easy, Mills. Okay. Okay. Y'all know y'all boxing then. All right. Y'all know y'all boxing then. You know what I mean? Tank got that bazooka, ooka, ooka. You know what I'm saying? With the precision. I understand. Would y'all? What about Ryu and Frank Martin? Talk to me, Mill City. Nobody cares about that fight. No, after the saw Edwin sweep Ryu in 2 rounds, coming off of a couch, 3 rounds by the way. Um, Colbert he has not beaten anyone to earn that fight. I understand. Roger that. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. That's a banger. Yeah, see? You feel me? Call me matchmaker. You know? Tank should fight De Los Santos to show he's better than Shakur. Why don't he just fight Shakur to fight? But I like De Los Santos and Tank fight. That's a banger too. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a banger. That, Raikkonen versus Tankwa. Mmm. That's exactly. They should definitely put their names like that on the flyer, just like that. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. It's free. It's free. Um, Tank will ram him into so many traps, right into a knockout. Ryo a tune-up for Tank. I would love Martin versus El Rayo. That's a good one. That's a good one. Exactly. Just fight Shakur, not his leftovers. Ooh. I say he fights bums only too because Tank got the best resume at 135 and said that when Devin was in there, I just took him 15 plus fights before he fought. Okay. It's levels, Mill City. Damn right. Where you got Loma, Mill City. He's in the mix. Loma's in the mix. He's in that top 5 mix. 135s, they all left. Tio and Devin. Tio, Devin, Jermaine Ortiz, they all left. All we got now is like Martin Shakur, Tank, De Los Santos, Loma, Cam. Now I gotta have Cambosis in the mix. You know, Also that dude, just like Ryu said, Mordecai in that mix as well, and William Cepeda. Those are the names over there for 135. You know, smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. We in the building. It's Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. I want to see Shakur versus Frank. Okay, Loma, that guy still absolutely. He showed when you that great, it's like the Canelo effect. When people were saying that Canelo was on the downfall. It's the same thing with Loma. Like you don't see these guys downfall that much. You know what I'm saying? They have a downfall, but they don't. You see it a little bit more with Canelo than Loma, though. I ain't gonna hold you. But Keyshawn Andy Cruz at 135, not empty. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, those are prospects. They'll fight. In the next 2 years, probably. You know what I mean? Andy Cruz versus Austin, Kid Austin. or Keyshawn Davis. See, these are good names to put in the mix with each other. I don't see the promoters doing it anytime soon, but Loma goes down in 9 with Tank. Baby steps first, baby. Baby steps. Tank Shakur and Loma top 3. Mm. I can see that. I can see why you say that. Big C. I can see that. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Once again, it's your boy, Mill City Boxing. Andy Cruz versus Cabrera. Oh, we still calling Cabrera. After Cabrera couldn't really land any shots on Cruz, he kind of like, I don't know. I got a bad taste in my mouth with him right now, But that's just my opinion. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. Laugh my ass off. He is a little fast. Talk to me. I'm not a fan of him. I'm just saying, feed him to friend Andy Cruz. Sheesh. Sheesh. It's a feed situation. As fan Shakur Stevenson, I want to see him versus Frank before Tank. Okay. I can't wait to see for Loma versus Cambrosis. Yeah, I think Loma gonna dismantle him. Tank gonna get Loma after that camp fight. Oof. I want to see Andy Cruz against SM Real Pressure before he just crowns him as a pro. Okay. I like it. I like it. Get an interview with Australian Cambosis and Liam Powell. I'll set up one with Liam Powell real soon, for sure. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing. Let's see if my boy can actually tap into this right here. See if he could tap into this. One sec. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Who has Andy Cruz fought? I've seen most of 135 and 140. Never seen or heard of him. He just, I think he's on his third. He's about to approach his third pro fight, so it's understandable. I think Tank would be able to stop Loma. Okay, yo Mills, what's goody? What's goody? What's going on? Slightly defective. What's going on, man? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen, and subscribe to the channel. What's going on? It's your boy Mills. What's going on, Larry Liston? What's good? What's goody? I'm waiting to see if Gary Antoine is down to tap in on YouTube, or if I should just. Sometimes he has a hard time getting on here, so I do it on Instagram and then I just post it. But if I could get him on here, then we're gonna try it. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Adding another interview for the day. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy. We're almost at 16,000 subscribers. We just need 44 more. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. If you have, it's super appreciative that you have, did that. So press the notification button if you haven't, so you know when we're going live. Um, do you think at this point Loma is still gonna take the fights like Tank, only B-level fighters? I don't know. I think Loma's not like that. I think Loma likes the best fights. I think a good fight craves him. It makes him wake up for training camp. I don't think he's a cherry picker. Lomachenko and cherry picker. You can't even put that in the same sentence. My opinion. I've been watching Andy since the amateurs. Loma versus Kid Austin. Ugh, I don't know, man. There's a lot of experience with Loma. It's a lot of experience, Ty. That's a lot of experience. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start up a poll. Let's start up a poll. Who's the best at 135 now? Right? Now that a lot of these, we're gonna have to do the top three, right? So at 135, right? Top three. We gotta go Tank, Shakur, Loma, right? I don't know what y'all think. These are the top three lightweights in my behalf. You know what I'm saying? If y'all have Raymond Morataya in there, I understand, or William Cepeda. Sorry, there's not enough room. I just could do the top three. Loma's game tested, so we got 5 votes. 5 votes. Let's get these votes up. Smash the like button, and let's get into this, man. I like that. I think Kid Austin needs to fight. Um, he needs to fight Jojo Diaz first, though. He needs to fight. Jojo Diaz test. He needs to pass that test first. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get these likes up. Live and learn right. Live and learn right. Exactly, man. You live and you learn. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Diaz is a good test for a former world champion. You got to get the former world champions in there first. Then you bring in the contenders. You bring out the contenders, You can't mess up the money, man. You can't mess up the money. I think Kid Austin beats Jojo Diaz, but it might be tough. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, I like that analyst. I agree with that. I think he's too big. I think he's too big. I think Jojo gives him a good test though. We get to figure out how good you know Austin. You gonna stop him, or you gonna go out there and trade with him and have a great fight with him and show his heart, or you gonna be an animal. But we're gonna have to figure him out. De Los Santos versus Lomachenko. Great fight. Great fight. Would love to see it. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Jojo never finished before. Okay. Tank number one until someone beats him. Loma is close to two, and Shakur has to beat Tank or Loma to be the best. Mm, mm. I think it's like either like right now you got Tank with the WBA and Shakur with the WBC. Those guys that have belts right now are the ones that really are 1 and 2, and either or could be one. Either or could be one. You know what I mean? Either or. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got 18 votes in 2 minutes. Okay, so let's get these going. All I need y'all to do is get into the votes, go to the poll, make a vote, go to the like, press the thumbs up, and then we good money. Then we good money. Smash that like button. Hold on one second. to see if Gary can go on YouTube Live, or if we got to go on Instagram Live and do it on Instagram, we could do that too. It is what it is. I'm open for it all. As long as y'all get the content, that's all that matters. And if y'all smash the like button, would be very appreciative at all times. When we talk about 135, 140, it's the top two divisions. It's really the top two divisions. They're right next to each other. You never know who's gonna want to knock on, the door next. I love it. I love it. Loma got robbed versus Haney. That fight was way better than Shakur and De Los Santos, I think. Yeah, man. I mean, I feel you. Tank versus Gary Russell. A goodie. It's not bad. That's not bad at all, right? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. I know that Andy fought Juan Burgos his first debut. I know, and he didn't get him out of there, or did he? I don't think he got him out of there. I think this is the same guy that Devin Haney got out of there. Oh, Keyshawn Davis got him out of there late. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for tapping in. Um, I'm gonna be doing a live interview right now with Gary Antoine. You're right. Actually, you know what, bro? You're 100% right. That was the test. That was the test for Andy to be the first one to get him out of there. You're 100% right. It's just so many fighters, bro. So many different fighters, but you right for that. You on point for that one. But ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to the channel. Mill City Boxing Keyshawn went a decision. So did Devin. No one has ever. Yeah, yep, yep. You caught me. No, you got me. I remember now. I remember now. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys for tapping in as well. I appreciate the the donations. It's always appreciative on this side. Nevertheless, hopefully you guys enjoyed the interview. We'll be doing the interview live on Instagram, and then I'll be posting it up later on today, and then most likely we'll be on later on tonight. So make sure you catch us up and for the next one. So God bless to each and every single one of y'all, and we'll be back. Yep.